Okay, this is my roommate's car. Mexican girl. She looks Mexican, but she talks with a New York Jewish accent. Whatever. Uh, License plate Y11PGF. It's a Ford, whatever it is. Well, the thing is that's interesting about this is that it just pulled up this morning, and yet when I went to the bathroom, just a minute or two previous to that, there was no car here. Uh, I knew that because what happened is I was at my computer, and my computer has a Wi-Fi connection, and I was getting burned, and I couldn't. It felt like it was coming from her room, because I put pillows down between me and her room, and of course it blocked it. But then, when I looked out the window, there were cars out here. There was a white car and a gray van. So what I did is I locked my door. I came out, and when I came out, I saw the cars over in this direction, and they took off. There was two of them. There was the white car, and there was a gray van, like I said. And they went down to the end here. The road goes around like this. It winds back to the left. But at least one of the cars went that way down the alley, and the alley comes back behind the houses in both directions. And so that's how I knew her car wasn't here, because I had just now checked that out, and I saw those two cars, the white car and the gray car. I saw them take off. So what happened is when the cars went down the alley, I went back through the front door, made sure my door was locked, which took just a second. Then I went out the back door and looked down the alley back that way. Of course, by the time I got there, it was too late. I didn't see any cars. So I came back in, and I went to the bathroom. And when I went to the bathroom inside the house, which is back behind her room, see, this is her room right here. Here's the front door, here's her room. And right across from her room is the bathroom. So when I went to the bathroom, she opened her door. Her hair was still made up. Her makeup was still on. She looked like she hadn't slept at all. She did not look like she had any sleep in her eyes, or, a normal person, when they wake up, you can tell it. She didn't look like she had slept at all. So, I made comments to that effect, but she said, my makeup's still on, and, she said, I have a job interview I have to go to, so whatever. It was obvious that this car here pulled up as I was out in the alleyway, and that she came in the house. I don't know if she came through her window or through the front door, but she came in at the exact moment while I was out in the alley, and I was only out there for 10 seconds maybe. So they have it precisely timed, precisely. If she was in her room, her car wasn't here, so somebody else drove her car up, and she was just being quiet about it. Or she wasn't here at all. I don't know which, but either way, there's some deception involved, and it's obviously a cover story for some kind of bullshit. In addition, ever since she's moved in, she likes to go over by my room where the washer and the dryer are, and when she's there, then weird shit starts happening, like I'm getting burned through the wall, and I can't tell if it's actually they're throwing heat through the wall somehow using cars or gadgets or whatever, modified headlights on cars or some kind of handheld gadget, or if they're remotely somehow activating the electrical outlets and using them as a heat source. And I know that sounds bizarre, but the reason I think that is because if I put mirrors and pillows in front of the electrical outlets, then it no longer they don't throw out the heat anymore. But as soon as I move them away, then there's problems. Of course, I had them all blocked today, and the heat was coming actually through the wall. So that could be the adjacent bedrooms electrical outlets, which I can't see, or it could be actually coming through the walls, and I don't know which it is. I do know though that the two cars were over here right behind where her car is now, and they took off as described earlier. So that's the situation this morning, and I'm on top of things. This is WTF signing out.